Mike, when I said this show was a 13 out of 10, was I lying?
Nope.
Yeah, pardon me. I was crying.
So, who else did an ugly cry?
Oh. This is my third time watching this, and I still cried.
This is my second time watching it, and like since it came out, and I fucking love a bitch again.
I mean, we all know the part that really got me was the memories.
Yeah. Well, we'll get through that. Okay. So we start off with this with Nona and Oculus talking about why what she's doing is dangerous and that they're not just machines, and then they're not different or not unhuman. And he brings up the fact that all of them are just made up of souls that were cast out into the void. And when they bring people up through, saying that they're not meant to have emotions, that's the main thing of why you can't recommunicate with life, because you've already lived it, and if you start remembering things, it'll screw with you. So again, being a person that wanted to end their life twice and tried at some point, when you start getting into this last episode, and like the first thing that Chiyuki sees is that her mom has made like a monument to her in her house.
Yeah, that seeing that broke me.
Yeah, and
yeah,
you start going through this, starts going through her childhood home, and Decim tells her that you can't touch, you can't interfere with anything, you can't be noticed by anyone in the living world. And he gives her the option, and is very clear with her that there's over 7 billion people on the planet, that I'm giving you this, push this button, and you can go back to the living world. No one will remember that you died, but you're trading your soul for somebody else's.
Yep.
And they go through all of this of talking about how feeling like a horrible person, that it's the thing that she felt the worst about. And she's watching her mom make the extra food and always bring it over to her because she can't help herself from making extras, even though she's been gone for so long.
Yeah. And then the mom just breaks down crying, like, I'm sorry, I didn't see like the signs or anything.
How you should have seen it? You were a mom. How can you not tell when your own daughter's sad? And
that broke me.
Oh yeah. And that being the thing that almost, that Chiyuki says immediately that she doesn't care. Well, at first she was very much not okay with it because she wanted to. She's like, I can't do this. It might be one of my friends, might be family. And that's when he hammers in the percentages of what, like, who can go, and the astronomical chance that it would actually be someone she knows.
Yeah.
But then when you see her mom crying like that, and the thing that stops her is the speech that Chiyuki gives her. By the way, we talk a lot about how well Alex Organ does in this, and we've never gotten to the point of like praising how well Jamie Marchi does as Chiyuki.
Yeah.
Oh, she's incredible.
She's so good, and she does not, and like not enough people talk to her about it, because like I've watched a thing on her Instagram about, after I watched this, about like the normal like custom autographs that she brings out in a set, and like Chiyuki's not in it because like no one talks with her about it. And the thing that stops her is that she's sitting there staring at, even though selfishly she would like to go back to her mom and like because she never got to say goodbye and all this. But then you see that she's like, no, I do this. Another person's mom, another person's dad, another something. And you start seeing the memories of the people that they've judged in the past breaking into her, and she's like, I can't do that. I'm going to take away someone special from somebody else, because everybody is special to someone no matter who you are.
Yep.
And just start, and the fucking, you get Deckham starting to basically have a heart attack because he's not knowing how to understand the emotions that he's feeling. Yeah, and then the thing I did not expect when I watched this at first was Chiyuki ramming the remote in his chest and telling him to do it so that he could get traded up and live a human life.
And that's what broke him.
Oh yeah, that, did you see Deckham's eyes go full human?
Yep.
And the scene that, like, when I tell you that Alex Organ's never going to have a better vocal performance, that fucking scream he lets out, holy shit.
That was honestly better than what you were building it up to be.
Yeah.
Like, I thought he was gonna give this this big impassioned speech, and he kind of does. He kind of does that afterwards, but
but it's the raw emotion. You feel it.
Yeah. And the breaks down, everything starts cracking, and you see that the whole house was fake, and this was all built out of memories as a way to test her. And like, before we go, I found out that Alex Organ basically didn't do conventions because he has horrible social anxiety. Like, even when long after this, like when they started doing conventions together or the two girls did conventions together for Spy Family, like, they would always joke that Midnight's out on a mission somewhere, or that he doesn't like them because he wouldn't go out, and it's like got to meet him at a convention that no longer happens now, and like thank him for stuff like that. Finding out that I like barely got to meet him and thank him for that performance and stuff, because like he has horrible social anxiety was something else. But yeah, the little detail that I never hear people talk about enough in this is that this entire show, he is robotic. He doesn't know how to judge because he doesn't know how to process human emotions. And then you see his eye go fully human. And after everything breaks down, she goes over and hugs him. She pulls his hair away, and for the first time, they're both looking at each other fully. Like, he sees for the first time fully in his entire life with two human eyes how to look and judge someone. That is such a minor, amazing touch that no one talks about enough in the show.
Yeah, details like that really adds so much to
it does.
to the scene.
Yeah, it's then you close out from that, and you get Nona and Oculus bitching at each other and talking about the whole thing with emotions again still, and how living life is important. You're not just alive to die, and that you're seeing that what he did, because now Deckham is crying and he's suffering, and Nona screams at him that a judgment should be accompanied by suffering. You're casting someone out to a decision made by you. If you're not feeling something from that, it's wrong.
Yeah.
And like I've said, there's very few animes that are like shows period that hit me this hard and make me think about how I do things in my own life differently. And yeah, this was one where it's like how you judge people for certain things, how you look at people. Like, I'm not saying that I was a judgmental person before, but there's just certain ways where it taught me even more to look at certain things from another view, and it goes back to some of the stuff being special education, trained for special education with younger kids, being an assistant and stuff like that, and like looking at different people through different lenses. It's ridiculous, but yeah, it's and them walking back to the Quindecum and him getting off the elevator and him asking her genuinely, do you feel like you lived a fulfilling life? And she doesn't even say anything. She just nods at him. And she says, thank you. And he said that's his goal from now on, to make everyone that leaves here feel that way. It's not just to make judgments. It's to make sure people feel like they were actually satisfied with how they lived.
Yeah.
It's a good way to end the series by giving Decim a new purpose.
Yeah. And the one other thing I love so much that they do is at the very end, Nona goes through all the rules again, and you see Oculus make a new one, or say a new one, that arbiters cannot work hand in hand with life or it will destroy them. Basically that they can't know how human life is because it'll break the robotic way that they judge people. So it's the first like actual human-esque, like genuine rule where you're trying to protect them from emotion because you think that will make them better off, when in realistically that's the worst thing you can do with someone.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. And them ending it with, because you didn't get the theme song at all, and it hitting when I'm gonna fucking start crying. I'm crying. The theme song hitting when see it turn. I'm fucking crying. I love this show so much. The theme song hitting when it turns and you see that he's got Chiyuki's mannequin like front and center at the bar with him.
Yes. That's why, for me, this is one of the few animes where I think the ending ends in a nice, perfect, neat little bow.
Oh, absolutely. Like there's nothing more. You can do so much more with it, but there's no point to.
Yes. Yes. Like you could, because the little open-ended stuff with the rules at the end, and them saying like, where do we go from here? Type of stuff. You could, but at the same time, it's just ended in a perfect bow. There wasn't like any like plot holes, like unanswered. It's just, and I just feel like there's not a lot of anime that wraps everything up in a neat bow. So that's why I just love how this ends so much.
Yeah, I would say the ending to this
and it ended the story flawlessly.
Yeah, it's perfect. There is no other way to end this story than the way they did it.
No, there's few things that I legitimately call perfect, and this is legitimately perfect. Like Gurren could reanimate its 4th episode, and then it would be perfect. Like there's like damn near objectively nothing wrong with this show.
Nope.
Yeah. And the fact that this whole thing came from a one-shot episode, and they decided to make in the whole one shot, it had Decim and Woman.
Yes.
And they decided to make a whole anime, giving them like a whole storyline.
Yeah. And like there's no fat on this show whatsoever. Nothing. Like every single moment they do is important. When you can get 12 episodes, not waste a second of it, and feel like they did so much, it's masterfully written.
Yeah.
And this is another one of them where you never hear enough people talk about it, like ever. No one's ever talked about this show to me until I watched it. The only thing you hear them talk about
is the opening, and that's it.
Yeah. Which, again, I'm
gonna die. And yes, the opening is a banger. Don't get me wrong. It fucking slaps. But the anime slaps even more than the opening, people.
Yes.
It does, which I'm gonna again die on the hill that especially how it ends with how sad the show ending, or like partially happy, but just overall unbelievably emotional the show was. To then it cuts to everybody, like this is so much more of an emotional whiplash than Cruel Angel's thesis in Evangelion. Like so much harder. Like there's one thing where I'm sure I've mentioned this where Admin Crow, my buddy Chris, where we'll be just sit there at cons or in situations and like nothing will be happening and we'll just look at each other and go, everybody, like just break into this song for no fucking reason.
Fucking reason.
But yeah, it's one of those where I'm like, you're gonna hate call me after you watch this, but you're going to be happy after you're done with the initial why did you make me watch this.
Yes. Because that's how that was my emotional roller coaster when this motherfucker made me watch his favorite anime of all time, and I got up to that fucking episode.
All I remember is the message.
When he fucking dies.
Just watch episode 8. I'm sad.
I'm like, fuck you.
Like, people that don't
know. Wait, you made a TikTok reference, and I called you, and I'm like, yeah, this is exactly how it went down. Exactly how that happened.
If I remember,
footage.
If I remember, I will leave the link to that, because it's like, that thing exploded. Like, my biggest one was 15, and that's because I copied to see if Devil May Cry. That thing's at like 68,000 views right now, so I was very happy with that thing. But I'll put the link to it in here, but yeah, that was... Oh. I have had 5 different times.
Fuck you.
5 different times, and just one recently, where a cosplay friend of mine, where they saw that TikTok and they're like, what happens in episode 8? I'm like, well, what episode are you on for? I'm like, don't look up anything and just watch it immediately. And then they just call back and
just experience it. And then you'll understand.
Yeah. And then she's a person that became a very big fan of Yoko. So then a thing again when stuff happened with Keaton, they're like, why does everyone she loved die?
Exactly.
So, but yeah, and then she loved Nia and all that, and then that got to the end, and then the wedding happened, and I had another phone call. I'm like, maybe I like being sad. I don't know, but like, and then they hated Rossiu, and then all of a sudden I'm like, wait, give it 3 episodes.
I
feel like we need to find this man and make him watch like the most wholesomest fucking anime.
I'm currently watching Spy Family. You can't get I'm currently watching Spy Family. You don't get much more wholesome.
Anime for you.
You don't get much more wholesome than Spy Family currently. So
we need a slice of life anime for this fucking man.
God, the problem is when I pick slice of life animes, they end up being the saddest shit on the planet. But yeah, you're obviously having watched this if you got to this point. But, yeah, this is... I don't know what my top 10 is, other than the fact that, Gurren and Kill la Kill are at the top of it. But this is in my top 10, and if you probably had to put a gun in my head to rate it somewhere, it would be in the top 5.
I could see this... At the very least, it's in the top 10, but probably it would have to be... somewhere in the middle.
Like, this is where if you watch this and you didn't feel like anything or like didn't get it, there's not very shows where I'm just like, you don't understand. If you watch this and you didn't feel anything, I would be genuinely terrified. Yeah. Like, genuinely terrified that you don't know what emotions are and you should seek counseling.
Mm-hmm.
Because this brought shit out of me that I wasn't expecting. And, like, there's very few animes I think about every day. Damn near every day. This is one of them. And I'm going to say this one final time. Crunchyroll, go fuck yourself for taking this off of the app.
Seriously.
Exactly. I don't understand why. I really don't.
Everyone, and I'm saying do this now before it gets expensive. This is on Amazon for dirt cheap. Go get it, because right now this is like the only legitimate way to watch it. Dubbed or subbed. I think I got this for $20. And that's going to jump. So, go get it.
Yeah, most likely, yeah.
So we're going to go on to something, and I'll bring it up now because it's funny considering saying that just brought $20. We're going to do something, and hey, we're going to do our next show after this, and you remember how Misao was like, hey, we need to get a slice of life so this guy's not upset? So I just told you, we just watched Death Parade, and that was very sad. I was happy that it cost me only $20 to get it. The next thing that we are watching is Angel Beats.
That is not a slice of life anime.
It is not.
It's from what I heard.
Do you want
I heard it's a really sad anime.
It's very
It's a really sad anime, that's all I know.
But it's very good. Do you want to know how much this 12-episode anime cost me to get?
300?
120.
Yeah.
I got this at Anime Milwaukee, a local anime convention last year, where they had just a DVD thing set up and had all this stuff, Blu-rays and everything set up, and I sat there looking at that and I'm like, if I have money left at the end of this convention, I am getting that. And then I was like, oh man, I don't know if they're gonna have another one, so I buy it. And then as soon as I turn away, I look and they put another one up on the counter. I'm like, mother.
Fuck.
But yeah, that is going to be our next one. I won't tell you what is after that, but after that will be something very different. It'll be the ending of a trilogy of stuff that Mike and me started, and then Cameron joined, and then me, Mike, and Cameron will be ending, because it's very much a thing of string of shows that we've watched. And then after that, I don't know. But, alright. Anyone have any last
It'll give me time to find and be obsessed with a slice of anime for this fucking man.
There's plenty
Gosh!
Then I get the situation where I watch this, and then people are like, you should also watch Clan Ad. And I'm like, I don't want to kill myself.
Oh, jeez.
I haven't seen Clan Ad.
No, I've not. But oh boy, I've heard things.
I need to find... I don't know. I feel like this man needs something Oran Host Club or something. I don't know. This man needs a wholesome, weird, funny anime.
I'm watching Spy Family. That's about as wholesome as you can get. But
fair enough, but still, we need all the sad anime.
I love being sad. I love art. Anyway. Any last comments, last thoughts overall on the show?
Life, man. Life.
Did you feel
the true anime villain is life and emotions? Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you this genuinely, and you can tell me yes or no honestly, and I will not be upset. The amount of times that I have brought this show up and how much I have bigged and bragged this show up, do you think that I overhyped it?
No.
Hey, good, because there's few things that I brag about as much as this show, and people love to think that I'm overreacting because I do that every now and then. But yeah, this is not.
Not us. But no, this is one of them. It's no, he's absolutely telling the truth, guys. He's legit.
No lies are spoken.
That's why when you first reached out, hey, who wants to watch Death Parade next? I'm like, sign me the fuck up. I want to watch that shit again.
Yeah. We'll see if that conversation after Angel Beats is done. Another 12-episoder.
And you see, I hated myself because I'm agreeing to watch the really sad anime. Because I've never seen the really sad anime. I need to know why it's the really sad anime.
Yeah. But, alright.
I'm scared.
One last time for Death Parade. Mike, where can everybody find you?
You guys can find me on various social media sites at CaptainK42. You can check out my quick thoughts on letterboxd.com/CoachK42. And you can follow Renegade Pop Culture on Facebook and Blue Sky at Renegade Pop Culture. You can also find us on YouTube at Renegade Pop Culture or Organite Zero. You can also find us on Podchaser. Consider supporting our Patreon at patreon.com/Renegade Pop Culture. Listen to all of our podcasts on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen. And last but not least, everything can be found at renegadepopculture.com. Need to escape? So do we.
And us out.
And you can find me on Twitter or Blue Sky at Kibula028. And we made it through a whole series without Kerr's artwork. Yay!
Just kidding.
Because I still have PTSD from the Owl House shit.
Just wait. Give me time. All right. You can find me everywhere at Organoid Zero, mainly on Twitch and YouTube. If you are into cosplay and the like and conventions and such, you can follow all my stuff for doing that over at Organoid Zero on Instagram. Until next time, we will see you all later. Bye!
Peace.
Bye!